Okay, okay, so I wanna give something here. I wanna be honest. I've been, playing, Metal Gear Survive for a couple of hours now. And, it's actually kind of fun. I know that sounds weird, especially considering Konami's track record recently, but this is just the beta I'm playing. I haven't played the full game yet. I've pre-ordered it because I was going to pre-order it one way or another. Whether it was a complete dumpster fire that I'd make fun of for an hour or two and then refund, or actually legitimately like and play it completely through. I am going to show you what the beta offers as a little taste of what's to come when the full game comes out 3 days from this recording. I'll give my pros and my cons. Let's go. Okay, so this is where the beta... I like that, the little salute. I hope there's a lot of taunts you can do. I'm sure there will be. So this is the multiplayer hub. This is what I assume the multiplayer hub is going to be like. You got your, you got like a bunch of things here you can fuck around with. Here is a, like, range to kind of, like, test your weapons. By the way, ammo is infinite in this place, so you can just test. There have been Metal Gear ranges in previous Metal Gear games, but that's always nice to have. Over here, oh, whoops. By the way, if you've ever played Metal Gear Solid 5, same control scheme. Ugh. This is like the upgrade system. You can upgrade by leveling up your thing with the energy you collect in the missions. There's like health, stamina, attack damage. There's upgrading weapon proficiency. There's skills you can unlock. I unlocked a bunch of them. I actually unlocked every one of them that's available here. So that's this is like your bank. This is like your... This is the place where you keep all your equipment and items and pretty much everything that you collect on your numerous missions. Over here is... Oh yeah, this returns you to base camp. So I'm assuming this is the way you get back to the single player. Because yes, there's going to be a single player and a multiplayer, and this game is $40. That's pretty shocking to me. I guess because they're kind of using mostly same assets, or maybe there's not much to this game. I don't know. But we got 5 crafting tables. 1 to build gadgets, 1 to build weapons, 1 to build armor, 1 to build like medicine and stuff, and 1 to cook food. Because if you look, I do have like meters. And I have other unseen meters up here. Here, wait, let's go over. I like this little hub menu, by the way. Like how it's all just surrounding us in a giant room. Can I run through? I can't. No, I can't run through it. Okay, it just goes up to here. But you can look at your wall. You can look at all the shit you have. Like that's me. That's my supplies and weapons. That's just other gadgets I have. And it looks like over time you'll be able to unlock shit. I don't know if there's going to be a loot crate system to this game. Some people were speculating on that. I'm not entirely sure. So let's go do a mission quick. I'll do a single player mission, but for now, I'll do a single player mission first. I'll kind of show you what it's like first to play by yourself, and then I'll show you what it's like contrasting with co-op. I'm gonna be honest, I like the co-op a lot better. It's a lot easier to play with friends, with allies or whatever. Oh yeah, you gotta go over here. So we're gonna start the mission now. So if you don't know what this game's about, essentially where it takes place in the Metal Gear timeline is it takes place in an alternate universe. Oh, great. Just when we got the Metal Gear timeline all figured out, now we're bringing alternate universes into this shit. A bunch of soldiers from Outer Heaven get trapped in a parallel universe that's kind of similar to this, but instead there are these, like, zombies. Ooh, look. There's one of them now. See him? So I'm gonna be using my, my spear instead. Stealth is still a key thing. It's a lot easier to sneak past enemies or sneak up on them. So there is stealth in this game, but a lot of people have a problem with Konami because of the drama surrounding Kojima and the Metal Gear series and a bunch of other little things that have basically earned them a reputation of probably one of the shittiest gaming companies next to EA and Ubisoft. The way I look at it right now, with EA being the worst, Konami being the second worst, and Ubisoft being the third. But I might actually kind of bump Konami back if this game does a really good job. So, the main objective is you have to essentially defend this machine, or point, if you will. We're coming up on it soon. I just gotta get into the base and clear out the actual zombies. You gotta get rid of these guys if we're gonna prep the base correctly. Hey guys, over here. So here's the combat. This is what it looks like. You gotta let them strike first, and then get them down like that. Oh fuck, I wasn't paying attention. Now, in co-op, it's a lot easier to take these guys on because you got friends to, like, play the distraction. But I'm by myself right now, so I have to be careful how I strike. Try striking at the legs. That usually puts them down quicker. It at least disables them. And kind of gets them to flop over. Okay, so let's make sure the rest of the area is kind of cleaned out. There's always one in here that I remember. Didn't need to do that. You can collect resources by just picking bullshit up. Maybe there's none in here. Okay. Well, let's do this quick. Unfortunately, I cannot craft much. Let's see what I can't craft. No, I have nothing. Great. I do have, like, some things, but I don't have a lot. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna wait. All right. Gotta get the. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. So we're gonna set up a defense thing. Here's where my first gripe comes in, and I kind of figured it out a little bit afterwards. Here's the machine we gotta dig. So, the machine... Oh yeah, okay, the line's still here. Okay, shit. Well... Looks like I'm gonna have to waste things. That's fine. Things will break. That is apparent. But my problem with this is that there's, like, this difficulty ring that will force you to go outside. Actually, you know what? This one's kind of easy, so let's... No, it's actually not easy because this is single player. by myself, technically. Okay. So we've set up a little defense perimeter. These idiots will fall right onto the barricade. So I'm going to activate the wormhole thing. And here we go. You gotta be careful how you run into enemies, because sometimes you'll get too close and that'll leave you open for an attack. You gotta wait till they attack, and then kind of just strike in and kind of take them out. It's a lot easier. It's a lot more difficult and takes some getting used to, but I guarantee it's pretty easy. So if you see on my map over to the left, you see these little red lines. That's kind of like where the zombies are coming from. So you really only have to pay attention to the lines. That's something I didn't pick up on immediately. I thought they were just fuck. Okay, wait. Okay, here. We're gonna have to do this. Here, wait. There we go. There we go. And no, not that. Wait, I have it. Okay. Fucking. This is why you need to set up defenses, because just do that quick. And let's spray ourselves so that we're healed. Really? Fucking annoying bitch. Just let them get stuck on it. They're gonna just die like that. Okay. Okay, let's go. Because I've played this map like a million times, so we're gonna go get the ammo quick. There's gonna be a little ammo thing that spawns over here. So let us get it. Shit. Got stuck in the wall. There we go. Now we got some ammo, which is good because we're gonna need it. I could have crafted ammo back at my back up the thing, but I kind of wanted to go in blind just to kind of show you what happens when you. Okay, so now we have some ammo. I do have weapons because I've spent time playing this game, so I do have some weapons. I got a shotgun, a pistol, and an assault rifle, and the spear, which is my kind of melee weapon because I like the spears. You don't have to get in close. Some of the other weapons are kind of more dangerous like that. So we're gonna set up some more fences here. You might think to yourself every once in a while, like, I don't think it's so good to leave like a crack open. These zombies are really dumb. They kind of just fall and just get stuck on things a lot. So don't feel like this is like Left 4 Dead, where they're actually kind of threatening, especially in huge packs. Don't get me wrong, they are threatening, but they're not as threatening as you might think they are. You just gotta be careful. These are George Romero kind of zombies. They kind of they're easy to kill in small groups, but in large numbers they can do some damage. So we're gonna keep placing more shit here. So now I got some walls down. So the first thing we're gonna do, we got like 4 spawn points now. This is the part where we get to see our second type of enemy. At least I think so. I'm not entirely sure. Actually, you know what? We should just start the wave first. Wait for it. Okay. Waiting. There we go. Now, hopefully we can at least get an A rank. I don't know how it's going to work, but... So the first thing we want to do is, you see that guy? He's our first real, like, major threat. The last things were kind of child's play, but now we got some real problems. Luckily, I've got a gun, so we can handle these guys a little bit better than usual. So get... But if you really want to see how these guys are taken out, I don't really have the time to do it, but I will definitely do it during the co-op version, because the co-op version gives me the ability to do so. Oh yeah, shit. Gotta get you. Hey, fucko. Get lost. Get lost and get back. Okay. So let's see. Oh, we've lost, like, a good chunk of the defenses, so... Usually this is not how this would go down. Oh god. Jesus Christ. So they're all going for that fucking thing, as you can see. Now luckily I actually do have some ammo, so... Stop hurting that thing. What did it do to you? This is not how you're supposed to play this, by the way. But I'm kind of out of options. And, oh yeah, sometimes it'll do that. If its health is ever broken, it'll sometimes... Keep it going. Okay, fuck off. Okay, we don't have any more of those, so we're just gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna go kill some guys. Hopefully we won't get to the base faster this time. We still got like 30 seconds left, so just gotta hold them off for that. Next round we'll do a little bit better. Hopefully. Mind you, you don't get much for failing missions like this. You gotta get to the very fucking end. Even if you do terribly, the best my recommendation is trying to get to the end with any rank. Because if you don't even get to the end, then you get jacked. Okay, so we made it through wave 2. We almost lost everything, but what I'm gonna do now is of great importance. So now everything is kind of fucked. I don't know how this is gonna work, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see if I can try to do my best here. So might as well switch that out because I don't have any ammo anymore. So if you've ever played the Phantom Pain Metal Gear Solid 5, you know what this thing is, and I don't know if there's a customizable one. I really hope there is, but like I said, we haven't gotten the full game yet. It probably isn't going to be like that. I hope there's vehicles in the game. That would be kind of cool. I'm pretty sure there will be. There might be. Again, we're going to have to find out. But, essentially, I'm going to put one up here. Kind of just leave it there. And then I'm going to run back and go get the other one, because we're going to need both of them. I don't have extra buddies here to help me out with this shit, so this is going to be pretty close to the chest. But hopefully with both walker gears I'll be able to do some damage and kind of cut out the middleman. Keep running, keep running. And, oh, shit. That was close. I almost ran out of stamina. You do not want to run out of stamina. Like, you're like, oh, what? You just walk slowly. No, you completely stop when you run out of stamina. Staying alive is really hard in this fucking game. If you notice, my food and my water are kind of low. I don't exactly know how to refill those bars, those percentages. But I hope it's not too hard to fix. So I'm gonna leave those there for a sec. I just gotta heal myself. Oh, one thing I'm gonna do quick is I'm gonna put that there. Just place that there. And these are the only two that are narrow enough to actually, for these to actually pose a threat. Let's see if I can build any walls. We just need a few barricades to kind of just keep things going. No, it doesn't look like we can repair anything. I didn't really get any time to like pick up shit, pick up any supplies or anything. So we're pretty much, this is all we get. Pretty good for, I think it's pretty okay for. Gonna have that sitting there. Okay, let's go kill some thingies. You know what I mean. So I'm gonna leave this. This one's gonna be my outside one, and the other one's gonna be my inside one. So we got. This is an armored one. I haven't fought one for a good reason. Those. We're just gonna go running around kind of taking out the big guys, because I especially don't want the bombers to get there, because they do a lot of damage. And here comes one. Ah, shit, I can't get a, there we go. I somehow squeezed through that. Die. There you go. I don't have to worry about that one. Okay, let's start walking back and kind of cleaning out. Thinning out some of the herd. Oh my fucking god. Oh shit. I'm kind of stuck by my own barricade. Okay, let's kind of kill these guys and then walk around. There we go. Just in time. Okay, so let's take these guys out. There we go. Shoot to death. Oh fuck. Those down. Stuff on shit. Okay. So we're almost to the S. This walker makes everything pretty much easier. It's always going to be a pretty much all the maps have them at round 3. You can go get them, usually. They're kind of like your last. They're kind of like your last stand weapon. Last chance to kind of like turn any shitty situation around, or just make your. Wait, gotta do something quick. I just want to see if I can maybe get S. We might get S. We only got like a minute left. So we'll see. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. So now we're going to go get the second one, because I'm out of ammo. Okay. Let's clean house. That one's kind of still being held back by. Oh. Yeah, we got less than 30 seconds. I think we can make it. And we're almost at... yeah, we're gonna be at S rank in a bit. So I'm kinda just done... Oh, get away from that. It's not yours. Shit, I kinda duped that. Yeah, we made it to S rank. Okay, cool. So, and that's the end. And that's how you do it, kind of. There were some sloppy moments, but that's pretty much how you're supposed to beat the game. Do a single-player mission. Now, mind you, I did have some equipment, some better equipment than you start out with in the beta, because, like I said, I played a few hours just without recording, just to kind of get things together, just to kind of show you how things are supposed to go down. It doesn't always go like that. In fact, if you die, you don't get like a second chance unless you have revive pills. So, yeah. And then when you get to the end, depending on your rank of how well you did the mission, you'll get like supplies and shit and extra kind of things. So I'll show you what some of the crafting looks like after we get back to the base. One quick thing before we get kicked out. One thing that I like you can do is you can melee with this thing, which once you run out of ammo is very useful. Okay, so we got a broken revolver and a broken shot rod. That's really good. These are like one of the last two weapons I didn't have, so now we can make them. So that's all my scoring and shit. Pretty good. I got an S. Let's go back to the staging area now. Oh yeah, that'll keep going up a lot. The beta's gonna be closed by the time, beta's probably gonna be closed by the time, this ends, so. Oh, I got a mortar. Cool. A mortar. Okay, so when you go over to the building thing, you can go over to the weapons. As far as I know, you can't just craft weapons willy-nilly. Sometimes you're going to have to find... Let's get that. Yeah. Honestly, that's more useful. Let's also build this. Just kind of have that on standby. It's exactly what it looks like. You can stun things with electricity. Let's get out the dummies quick. So short-range weapons look more like this thing. And you know, it's kind of cool that you can electrify things. So there's going to be some variety to the weapons, at least, as far as I'm concerned. I will note that some of these weapons were not really in Metal Gear Solid 5. The shock baton, I don't believe was. You had abilities to like stun people, but they were through like different means. The shock baton was not a weapon, I believe. But also, neither was this pole. A lot of melee weapons in this game were not in Metal Gear Solid 5 because there wasn't really a use for melee weapons. It was mostly just guns and hand-to-hand combat. So having these weapons, these melee weapons, are really cool. There's machetes, hammers, spears, and axes, and all kinds of other things. I'm sure there will be a lot more when the game comes out. I'm gonna find out one way or another. So now we're gonna do a co-op mission, but before we get into that, I'm going to craft some things quick. So in my opinion, it's good to always so doing a quick match will randomly find a match online. I don't know if there's going to be a thing where you can invite your friends or invite random people, like shoot like out a thing. I don't know how the rest of this multiplayer is going to work, because I feel like there are some missing components that they obviously locked out. So, I was actually kind of surprised after I played this for a little while to find out that it was kind of interesting and fun. I'm kind of now really excited to see what the rest of the game's going to be like when it's going to come out in a few days. So, we're getting some people joining in. I'm going to have some extra content, and hopefully the content that I have right now will just carry over into the game, which will be great. So then I'll have, like, stuff immediately out of the get-go. We just need 2 more players. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like you can immediately, just start the match without other people. I've played with, like, 1 or 2 people before. But it's not like a skip thing, so no, because technically nobody's really hosting it. It's kind of just a hub area. It's just kind of like a hub thing that everybody's just in, joining to find a quick match so they can play with some random people. So now we're kind of waiting, and I'm trying to think of what else I can talk about. The customization as far as the character you can create, there were about as much options as there were in Metal Gear Solid 5. There may have been a few changes here and there, but pretty much it's just pick your gender, pick your hair color, pick your skin tone, pick your eye color. You can put makeup and tattoos on. You can't really control your body type, and I'm sure that's for model reasons. So if you can't make yourself muscular or thin or fat or whatever like that. There's only one kind of body type. And there's a voice thing. The voice thing I kind of like, because it's like a few preset voices for each gender, and then you can audio adjust, like the pitch, which I think I always like. I kind of appreciate that. So there are actually multiple combinations without having to get recorded dialogue for a lot of people, which I think is a good idea and saves money. Man, nobody's joining, which is weird because I like playing the easy version of that mission I just did. Usually nets the most people. I guess they're either already over in one of the other matches, or this is just a bad matchup. It might be just me and this guy, and I mean that's good enough to kind of like get the point across. Hopefully he's a good player. I mean, he's level 25 like me, so that's kind of like the cap in the beta version, by the way, which means the level system goes higher, and who knows how high it goes. It might go up to like 100 or something, because leveling up wasn't that difficult. I mean, I'm sure it gets difficult over time, but getting through those first 25 levels, I only had to play like a couple matches before I could get up to like level 20. It was only like in between, after every single match, that I really have to like, did it start to like pace out for the last few levels, how quickly I could upgrade everything. I should point out that I am a Metal Gear fan. that have played most of the Metal Gear games, including Metal Gear Solid 5, and I was initially in shock when this trailer came out, when they announced this game a while back. I thought this was, oh, it looks like we got a Twitch for TV guy. The Winsler, whatever the fuck, the Winzeller. He's only level 10. That's the level that we started on. So, anyways, what was I saying? I was saying something. Oh yeah. So I was in shock when this game came out. I thought it was really unoriginal, because we've seen the zombie thing before. There have definitely been games like this game, but after the initial shock was over and my sour nature towards Konami and concerns of the Metal Gear franchise and how they treated Kojima to like the last days he was with the company, I didn't really enjoy the idea of them making this kind of game. I thought it was really dumb, and I didn't like the fact that they were just like, yeah, we're just gonna do what we want. I thought it was awful. But I'm willing to let their bullshit kind of slide, because, you know, if it's a good game, it's a good game. I'll give them a pass, but I'm not happy about it. But what can I do? What can most people do? Kojima's already working on another game that, by the way, I still have no idea what it's about. It's like February 2018, right, as of the recording of this video, and I have no idea what the Death Stranding is about. I watched the trailers, and even after the third one, I'm just as confused as when I saw the first one. So it's a mystery, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. It's a mystery. So it's me and, yeah, it looks like it's just me and this guy. I guess the Twitch for TV guy kind of just pieced out. Or maybe he got bad connection. Maybe because he was streaming on Twitch. So when you're playing with 4 people, it's a lot easier to beat the game. Because you have more people that can take care of the things. Like, you saw me multitasking and running around like crazy. I actually had to, like, stop and not do certain things in order to complete the mission thoroughly. And like I said, things got a little sloppy, but with this guy, things should be a little bit easier now. That first round is going to just go by like that. And then once we get the ammo, it's just going to be easier. So watch this. So he punches the guy right in the face. And you can stealth kill enemies, which is less about being seen by them and more just getting around them. Oh, he has a spear too. He probably has the better. He probably has the shittier spear. Sorry, I didn't mean to say better. So, like, watch this shit. I didn't mean to do that. But you saw the prompt for like a split second. I could stab that thing even though it knew where I was, like the general vicinity. Here, I'm gonna try to do it with this one. Because I accidentally... Okay, I definitely... Oh, I guess I failed it. Shit. But you saw what I did there. Okay, so now we're gonna go over to the base quick. Whatever. I'm just gonna assume there aren't and just start the fucking thing. Sooner the better, am I right? And I'm right. Am I right, lads, or am I right, lads? Okay. So here's the first thing that we're gonna do. I'm just gonna set this up right here. Wait. This thing right here. Just have fun. Hopefully the guy can get the other ones. You want to be sparing with your bullets, because this thing kind of runs out pretty quickly if you're not careful. So, you're gonna have to watch out. See that little horde right there? It's gonna be child's play. I just want them to get a little closer so I can start headshotting them. Like this. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So they're all dead now. Oh wait, let's get this guy. Just popped his fucking head. I've decided to purchase the Steam version for several reasons. One of them is that the aiming is pretty good. I'm gonna see what this guy does. Is he good? Whoa. He's actually kind of destroying them. I'll let him take care of those guys. We got another enemy force coming over from this side. I'll just let him have at it. So notice, I should point this out, if this gun had been within the circle, it would have broken, but because it was outside the circle, that's the way they kind of balance things, because what you could do if the circle wasn't there, you could literally just set up defensive positions all around the point, and the zombies would have a really tough time getting in. This way, it helps circumvent it. At first, I thought it was really stupid that they put that in there, but I kind of see why they did that. To kind of create a challenge. That's why I put the gun out there. So, it'll stay there for the rest of the entire match until it runs out of ammo or something breaks it. So we're gonna go get, some ammo quick. Because this is basically the same kind of thing. Bye, buddy. Sometimes running is the better option. Actually, most of the time, it's the best option, now that I think about it. So we're gonna get some ammo here. So now I have this readily available. Look at that ammo. Fucking beautiful. So now we gotta worry about the ones on the side over here. If you remember what happened last time with the bombs. And our friend is kind of just running around. I have no idea where he is, actually. I think he's just out there. I'm gonna just start it without him because I can do this by myself. So he has nothing to worry about. He might be a little mad. He's like, why is this guy starting it? He's like, start that up. It's doing that. That's one down. I thought he was going to do do something. That one's area's kind of destroyed. That's okay. Most of those. And coming down there. Oh, something over here. Well, we ran out of for that, so let's start getting in there. In that area. So, let's see what we got here. Shit. Friend is gonna get him. I don't know if he's done it. I'm just gonna finish that off for you, buddy. You know what? He's gonna stay inside. I'm gonna handle the outside. I think that's fair. Oh, hello. It's a lot easier now, because now I don't have to run back inside if I want to keep the boosting going, because he can just do it. These walls are usually meant to keep the zombies stuck on something. Because they're fucking dumb. So we're going to go in here. Take a shortcut. And because he tries to destroy the... That's the end of that. Okay, so wave 3 is now on its way, and I'm going to go get the walker gear. I don't know if our friend knows about it. I'm gonna assume he doesn't. So I'm gonna just go run back. If he starts running over here, then I know he... I don't think he does know, so... This will be like a cinch. We're almost already at S, and it's not even the end of wave 3. So put that over there. I'll go back and get the other one. We got less than 2 minutes to go. This is gonna be a quick one. Whoa! I thought he was actually gonna lunge at me there. Okay, let's get in this one. Do. No. He doesn't. You don't have to go in there. Oh, he's actually gonna go kill them. Well, if he wants to go do that, by all means. He's already cut off that exit entrance. I guess he's sealed up the place. Yeah, yes. Well, kinda. I'm gonna weigh in here and kind of help him out for a bit, because I got resources to burn. So let's put some fences down. I love fences. Whether barbed wired or not, they're great. Yeah, he really should have fenced this up better. You gotta make sure all areas are covered. Okay, that should do it. I assume he's gonna stay in here while I go outside and take care of the riffraff. Unless he wants to get on that thing. Okay. So let's see where our first problem lies over here. Look at that. Dead in an instant. And they'll all just kind of like pile around him, and boom. And they're all dead, just like that. Pretty much all of them is wiped out. I can kind of see one kind of just standing by. Did he get that? I think he did. No, he didn't. Okay, well I guess he can do whatever he wants, I guess. He wants to fight the mano a mano, which I kind of respect in a way. It's kind of too easy with this shit, but I like it because it ensures my victory. Especially when things are either a little bit unpredictable. I especially don't like these motherfuckers because for some reason they should be really easy to kill, but they're not. They're kind of thick-skinned on the bomb parts, which I actually kind of want to hand it to the creators because most like big exploding fat zombies, you can think of the left dead kind of variety, you know, the boomers. You can usually pop them with like a few bullets, but at least it's a little more challenging. You can kill those things instantaneously with just a melee attack. You just have to get up behind them and kind of just so there's really, it's mostly just kind of, where are we? We're almost, well, yeah, we're pretty much at S now. So I'm kind of just going around and kind of picking off the stragglers. Looks like he's inside the fucking way. Uh-oh. Oh, here comes the armored one. Okay, I'm gonna take care of it. This walker gear, by the way, can break. I don't know if you picked that up or not, but it can. I think I kind of ran out of ammo in the last. Yeah, I did run out of ammo, and it can also overheat. So it has its limitations, but it is useful. Okay, so we're out of this one. So I can go get the other one in a sec. I just want to kind of kill some of these quick. See, look at that. I took out like 4 of them with a well-placed shot. Oh, shit. That's not good. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Sometimes those things can just break on you for no reason. So we only got like a few seconds left, really. About 30. So I'm gonna just get on this thing and kind of just mow them down as they come up to the door, because they kind of can't get in. Except for that. That didn't count. Mow that fucker down. Tackle him! Go! Oh, whoops. I kind of just left the thing over there and kind of... Oh, shit. I didn't even realize the bomber was over there. Well, oh well. That's fine. No harm done. I don't know how to do the taunts. relatively close to each other. That's everything. Yeah, we're pretty good. Let's just go to the rewards list. Battle points. I got battle points, whatever that means. Oh, sensor units. Okay, it looks like there's two like ultra rare levels. We got common, uncommon, rare, and then I'm guessing there's like super rare and then super awesome mega rare. As you can see by the other two colors, the purple and orange that are kind of like grayed out. So yeah, I did the best because I killed the most. And it'll rank depending on how many points and how much who contributed and who didn't. Yep, and there's the go buy it. I already pre-ordered it, so we're good on that end. And that's essentially the game. I guess the last thing to show you is what the harder difficulty looks like, because the harder difficulty throws in some extra enemies. But what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go in here and just do an easy mission quick. Just to go get that ammo back that I lost in the previous thing. Oh wait. First I'm gonna repair my gun quick. There we go. Now that I've repaired that, you know what? Can we craft some? Yeah, we're missing the ability to craft. We're missing the ability to craft assault rifle ammo. So we're gonna have to just get through the first round of the normal easy mission, and then which I'll just let the fucking thing fall apart. I'll let the engine fall apart because I don't really care. And then once I get through that, that'll be it then. Then I'll just quit the mission. Get off me. Takes care of that guy. Okay, let's get going. I suppose we can just attack. touch my machine gun? Shit. I didn't even realize he was crawling to the base. Got a little bit left. 150 bullets. Okay, there's a big one coming this way. Gotta take care of this one. Okay, so we got 15 bullets, approximately. But it's the end of the wave, so it doesn't matter. Bye-bye. Okay. So, let's go get that ammo quick. So we'll have ammo for my ship. Mostly just my assault rifle. So, now that we've gotten everything set up, we got the barricades, we got the fucking fences. So now I'm gonna use that. Oh, we're gonna use this. Because I can build these. Have that out. I'm going to have that out, I guess. Okay, let's get going quickly before things get really bad. too. Fortunately, we're not going to make it to the last one. Okay, let's get back inside. Bombs should be gone now, so we don't have to worry about those pretty much. Except for the horde that is coming that way, so shit. I'll go one. There we go. Fortunately, there's nothing I can really do now to stop some of the worser ones. Just gonna kind of hope for the best, you know? Okay. And now we're just gonna do the stabby game. Fuck. 2? There we go. Unfortunately, we had to lose a part of it. That's fine. Like I said, the mission wasn't really to get a good rank, it was mostly just to... Still, I can't... kind of still want to be, though. Fortunately, we don't have that much time left, so I'm just going to kind of leave. Head over to get the walker gears. Because the wave's kind of pretty much over. That's how you heal yourself. It's kind of... It's ripped right out of Metal Gear Solid 5, except the cutscene kind of like zooms in on Snake. I kind of want to see what happens. Oh, they just get materialized. Interesting. Okay, so let's start walking these back. Let's walk the first one back. Luckily we have a lot of extra time now. Get these back and over to base. Unfortunately I don't have the same amount of things, but that's fine. It shouldn't be as much of a problem as it was last time. Because I'm just gonna, I'm gonna kind of just let all the enemies come in at once. Because I really don't care what happens afterwards. It's gonna be hard running in. I'm right past him. Okay. Got those. In case you weren't aware, it seems like every map in this game is going to be used exactly from Metal Gear Solid 5. So they are reusing a lot of assets, but they're kind of retexturing them and repurposing them for this game. So everything looks a lot more war-torn than it was in the other game. Like, I remember this base. I remember this base from Metal Gear Solid 5 that you had to, like, infiltrate or whatever. And, there we go. And the countdown has started. So let's go. Over here first. that's the, actually, I'll go over here quick. That's right, this one's the first one. Essence, as they say. Dupe. I'm gonna go over here quick, because this is where the bomber is. Like I said, you want to take out the bombers first, no matter whether you have defenses up on your base or not, because if left alone, they can become a real fucking problem. Let's see what else has circles. Nothing really just seems to have sort of everything seems just to be attacked, so I'm just gonna do a quick little those are going right into the base. What are those? Let's see, this one's the next one. Assist. And this one over here. Seems to be getting stuck on shit. I'm trying to think where. Oh. That's It seems like I'm gonna get an A instead of an S, which I'm okay with, because I really don't care about this fucking match. Kinda whatever. Seconds. Like I said, it gets a little kooky when you don't have a team, when you don't have other teammates backing you up, so you gotta be careful. So, we got an A rank, which is not as good as an S rank, but it's good enough in my case. We'll get a few extra resources. I really just wanted to keep the ammo for my, why don't I have the ammo for this? The shit? I guess that just runs out then. Huh. That's weird. Because I never used that once. You can check the footage, but there. So we're just gonna pick up all of these. Forget any of them. I don't know. Okay. I don't know if not getting them kind of fucks everything up, but it's just a random area I guess you can go up to broken sledgehammer 3 times in a row. I have not used the sledgehammer at all. I've used it in a previous playthrough because I originally played this game on the Xbox One because that came out before, that beta was released before this one. Because I guess they couldn't get the... Okay, we're gonna get out of here. That's pretty much the game. I'll show you quick one of the harder levels and show you how wrecked I get immediately. This is what happens when something goes bad and you have no control of the situation. This is the desert. I did this with a party. I did this with a party and we were only able to get a B. So this was done. This was done with people. Imagine doing this by yourself. And you'll see how well it goes. I don't have any ammo, so it doesn't really matter to illustrate my point. But even with ammo, it doesn't really help much if you don't have friends, or you don't have so much supplies that it's well, that you're well supplied enough to actually handle that many zombies. You got to be quick though. You got to be really quick on things. And you'll see immediately how more difficult this is. So let's, example number 1. Let's lead him over here. So if you look, watch me how I do attacks now. Look at that. He's level 25 now, which means he does a lot more damage than he should. Some of these enemies are way more dangerous. And dead. And I'm dead. And I'm not going to use that revival pill. I didn't even start the thing yet, and those things are more dangerous. They will mow you down if they get close to you. Guess you gotta sit here and watch it. So I don't know if Snake's gonna be in the game. I don't know how many Metal Gear staples or references are gonna come out. I guess we'll wait and see, but for now this looks more of its own kind of beast, much like Metal Gear Vengeance, who had some Metal Gear references here and there, but for the most part was not a Metal Gear game. And I feel like this is in the same vein as that game, only it's made by Konami instead of Platinum, and without Kojima. So yeah. Either way, I am gonna have fun with this game when it comes out. I'm at least gonna have fun tearing it apart if it's terrible. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed.